Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 6th to the 12th of March. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the 10 of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. So Sagittarius, your biggest challenge here is the 10 of Cups, to be happy, to maybe have a family life, maybe to have your own home. You know, this is just ultimate, this is the ultimate happiness. When the 10 of Cups comes out in your reading, it means happiness. Okay. And that may be really challenging for you to get to this level of 10 of Cups that you're looking to achieve. And we're going to see why this is your challenge for the second week of March when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Sagittarius, you have the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Something really beautiful happened here in the past for you, like really, really beautiful happened for you. And I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, yes, it did move a little bit slow to develop, but it looks like it led to a very, very strong commitment for you. Like it looked like there was going to be a relationship, looked like there was going to be a marriage here in the past. Maybe there was a marriage. For some of you, maybe you were thinking about that, talking, there was talks about that. We're going to find out more about the past for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Death, the Chariot, and the Nine of Pentacles. Something here is ending. Something here is closing out for you. Cycle's done. It's closing out for you. I feel with the Chariot here, it's talking about moving on, moving forward. What are you moving forward towards? Well, you're moving forward towards the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you are learning in the present moment how to be the Nine of Pentacles, which means being financially responsible, finding ways to acquire your own wealth, finding ways to enter into this space of abundance. I'm also getting with the Nine of Pentacles that you're learning how to rely and stand on your own 2 feet. And that could be the reason why something here is coming to an end, because it's forcing you into this place of independence. We're going to find out more about this for you when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the near future, Sagittarius, you have the Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and you have the Three of Cups. So it looks like in the near future, there is going to be a passionate new beginning. I do see you celebrating this. However, a lot of you are still going to be thinking about what happened in the past. So in order to take advantage of a new offer or a new opportunity, a new direction, there's a need for you to shift your focus. Okay. And we're going to see why this is happening when we clarify in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands here in reverse. So I feel with the Page of Wands in reverse, something here, a new path, a new beginning may not happen, or there may be some sort of delay. And we're going to talk about this, see how this is tied into your reading. So let's jump in and let's do some clarification. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups, which is your challenge. So the 10 of Cups is clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles and you have the World. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that a new beginning that you thought was going to be really successful looks like it's closing out. Okay. Something here is closing out for you and it's bringing forth a new cycle. And the 8 of Pentacles is talking about being able to craft something and create something. So even though something looks fairly fresh, fairly new here, it's closing out. And it could be because the biggest challenge here has a lot to do with finding ways to bring forth an ability to craft something so that it doesn't come to an end. Because part of one of the things that you're learning, Sagittarius, is first of all, happiness doesn't just happen like that. Happiness is something that you constantly have to work on. Why? Because there's delays, there's challenges, there's things that get in the way of our happiness. And if we come to a point, especially when something is new, if we come to the point where we're not willing to work things out, we're not willing to look at how we need to craft things in order to get to that place of happiness, of course, it's going to come to an end. So the 10 of Cups, what you're learning, and which, is a big challenge for you, is you have to constantly work on the 10 of Cups. It's like maintaining the 10 of Cups energy. You don't just get to the 10 of Cups and you're like, okay, I'm good now, I can retire, everything's good. No, you got to constantly work on it, right? So that's your biggest challenge. And if you're not willing to give more to this situation and craft it more, that could be the reason why it's closing out. Okay, so that's a big part of your challenge, especially if you're trying to maintain the 10 of Cups energy. Okay, now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the King of Cups in the recent past. So the 10 of Cups is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. You have the 3 of Swords and Strength. So I feel in the recent past you met someone and you may have encountered this person, okay? And there's 2 stories here. You may have encountered someone here in the past who was really hurt. They just came out of maybe a connection or relationship where they were abandoned or they were ghosted. And it's like you came to them and or they came to you and offered love. And it was very slow. It was like you were getting to know this person. Now, if that's not the case, I also feel in the recent past for many of you, you definitely were alone maybe, or someone could have left you and it left you very much heartbroken. But it looks like a new opportunity came in. Something here brought forth an opportunity for stability for you. You have the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. Yeah. So despite there being so many things going on in your life in the past, there's your challenge with the 7 of Wands. So you believed when this person came into your life in the recent past that they could bring you this happiness that you're seeking. And it looks like because you didn't give up 7 of Wands and you got really clear on what you wanted, it finally came to you. And it looks like this situation really brought you this union, this happiness of coming together. Tell me more. 2 of Swords, the Chariot, and the 5 of Swords. So in the past, I do feel like there started to be closed off energy, a lot of power struggles between you and this person. And someone here started to move farther and farther away from the connection in the past. Okay, so let's talk about the present moment. Now, in the present moment, something is closing out for you, the Death. It's like it's done, it's closing out, or it's transforming. And it looks like you or this person, or maybe both of you, are choosing to move and go your separate ways. I feel like this is you though. Tell me more about the Death. Why is this change, this transformation happening for Sagittarius in the present moment? You have the Judgment, the Hermit, and you have the Devil. A lot of you are realizing, okay, in the present moment that something here is coming to your attention. Something here is toxic. It's not healthy. It's very much focused on an energy of bondage, okay? And the Hermit here is making you or forcing you to go within and to look at this situation for what it is. Because you can only lie to yourself for so long. You can only lie to this person for so long, or lie to yourself for so long. And that's why it's very, very much coming to a place of, needing to be transformed, okay? And a lot of you right now, and this isn't going to be for everyone, but there's a strong dependency here, a strong energy of I'm dependent on this person, or I'm dependent on this situation. And if you are dependent on this situation and it starts to become toxic, that could be the reason, Sagittarius, you're choosing to withdraw yourself, because that's maybe what you feel as you withdraw into yourself, that realization. Okay, and that's why the Death is here. Tell me more about the Chariot in the present moment for Sagittarius. You have the King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so in the present moment, there's a huge reevaluation that's taking place. And this is coming from somebody who does offer stability in the present moment, someone who could be paying for stuff, somebody who's very stable. This could be you or your person. I feel like this is your person though, especially because the Nine of Pentacles is here. So there's conflict over security. There's conflict over stability. There's conflict over whether or not this person should continue to invest into this. Okay. So tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles in the present moment for Sagittarius. You have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and you have the Two of Wands. Okay. So there's a separation that's happening, okay? And the separation that's happening is forcing you to really look at who you've been reliant on, who you've been very much clinging to, okay? Or who has been clinging to you. There's two different minds here, okay? So somebody has an opinion that, hey, we should go this way. The other person has an opinion that we should go that way. And the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords is here. So the emotional aspect of the connection is very inconsistent. And it's also become extremely logical, okay? And that's what I said here. There's two different points of view. The Knight of Cups thinks very differently from the Queen of Swords. And that again could be the reason why a major transformation is happening in the present moment, forcing you to really stand on your own 2 feet. Because if you have an opinion of how you want things to go and your person has a completely different opinion, well, that's what forces you to stand on your own to create the reality that you truly want for yourself. Okay, whether you're with this person or not, you're still an individual. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles is telling you right now in the present moment. Okay, so let's talk about the near future. Now let's clarify the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here in the near future for Sagittarius? Wow, okay. Lots of cards flying out here. That's too many. Okay, so we had a few cards come out here in reverse, so I'm going to pull those out and we'll pull one more. Okay, so for you, Sagittarius, in the near future, you have the Magician in reverse. You have the Emperor in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. One of the things that you have to remember in the near future, because you are moving on in the present moment, is not to be in this place of constant pessimism. Nothing works out for me. Everything goes wrong. Nobody loves me. I'm this, I'm that. No, something in the present moment is forcing you to learn how to be stable on your own. Okay. And that's why it's happening. A lot of you think that, you know, whatever happens to you in the near future was unfair. But the more you think like that and the more negative you are and the more you're very precisely looking at things that are not working out, the more you're going to attract the instability into your life, because that's not how you manifest. Magician in reverse. And one of the beautiful things here that you may not realize is you are going to move towards something that's going to bring you a lot more stability and happiness in, excuse me, in this new beginning. Okay. So I'm really strongly getting you're going to be moving towards a new beginning. There's some sort of new beginning that's happening, but you need to remain positive. Okay, you need to remain positive. You have the High Priestess, the Star, and the Temperance. It's going to take you time to move towards this new beginning, but it looks like a lot of you are going to spend that time to heal, to really go within, to take time to really think about the direction you want your life to go into. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be reconciling or coming back together with certain people that you haven't seen for quite some time. Okay, so the more you're pessimistic about something, the less likely the plans that you have for yourself will move forward. So that's something that Spirit wants you to keep in mind in the near future. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. You have the Queen of Cups, you have the Devil, and the Moon. So your biggest piece of advice here is to really ask yourself what is unhealthy. Because something is happening in your life that's not healthy. I don't know what that is, okay? It could be you and this person being on and off, in and out with one another. There's a lack of maybe planning for the future. There could be the fact that you and this person are in a relationship, but there's no plans for the future. So something here is being hidden and, you know, masked with this, but I love you, but I want to be with you. But what about love? What about love? But there's other things that are more important than just telling someone that you love them, okay? There's practical things that you have to think of. And the devil being here in terms of your advice is the more you entertain something that's not healthy and you hide and you pretend like it's not an issue, the more it becomes an issue. Okay. So as much as you want to offer love and you want to give love to the situation, you need to confront the devil energy, which is something that's very toxic, that's been hidden for quite some time, that is coming to your awareness now. And the more you work on this, and again, the devil can be codependency, it could be obsession, it could be, being involved with someone for all the wrong reasons. The more you are connected to this energy and the more you're hiding it or pretending like it's not important, the more the issue comes up. So your biggest piece of advice here is to uncover the main concern, the main issue that is toxic. And that's when the love will be able to flow better, okay? Love flows better when we deal with issues. If we just sweep them under the rug and we pretend like they're not important, they become bigger and bigger problems in the long run, okay? And that's part of your challenge. Your challenge is the 10 of Cups. It's like you want this happiness, but again, there's levels to get there. You're not just gonna wake up one day and everything's gonna be perfect. You have to work towards that. And that's something that a lot of you forget because you are one of the most luckiest signs in the zodiac. So things come to you, but if you're not willing to put in the legwork, then that's what ends up creating something here that's very toxic, and it blocks the true love that is really meant to be had between you and this person, okay? So that's your biggest piece of advice, Sagittarius. I hope you got something from this reading. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.